Alright, so this week, or sorry, it's early in the morning. So, what I've gotten done this week, I've gone through all the levels and I've updated the enemy AI to the new configuration that I've set up that I showed last week, or I'm pretty sure I showed last week, and if I didn't, I'll give a quick look into that. So basically, what I did was the enemies. Now I set up a select type of a thing where basically selecting which type of enemy you do through instead of the millions of public variables, uh, just a couple. Just the type and the difficulty you want to set that to. Another one is that's public is placed, either if it's is placed or spawned. That's just because there was a problem with setting up the is if an enemy was placed or whatever. But anyways, so that is that. So I had a friend do some playtesting for me. Discovered a couple bugs. One bug was with the runners. The runner. One of the key features, if you remember when I was working on that, was that if you killed one of the runners, they had documents that you had to collect. So you killed the runners, and then after you killed them, they would drop documents. But if you couldn't get to it before the enemy did, the enemy would become a new runner. Now, one thing we discovered is when that happens, it doesn't delete the weapon that they had, and it may have at you know to begin with, but because of the changes I've done, I don't think it does anymore. So that was a very quick fix that. Another thing we discovered, which is basically had to be a new feature, is that so if the player runs out of ammunition, and I mean runs out, here, this would make it a little easier to demonstrate. So let's say I have nothing in my primary, and he kind of demonstrated there by walking through me. So if I have no ammunition, absolutely none, I can't get any ammunition, there's no enemies to kill, type of a thing, I'm just completely out. We can now walk up to our teammate, and our teammate will hand us one magazine. They'll hand us one magazine only for very, very particular guns. There's a couple guns I don't want the player to get an extra magazine for, and that's the shotgun. I plan on making that a lot stronger, and then that's this machine gun. I think that would be just a little bit overkill, but the rest of the weapons, even these weapons that you start with that you can't get ammo at all unless you find an ammo box, you can now get a magazine, but you can only get one magazine at a time, so to rely on him for a single magazine all the time is a little bit, not worth it. Sorry, it's just trying to drain this weapon is going to take a little bit. He won't hand you a grenade, he won't hand you anything else, but he will hand you a magazine for whatever weapon you have currently out. As long as it's not the shotgun or the machine gun. I plan to add an audio cue for that. It's just easier to use these. I was just testing to make sure that the infinite spawners worked with this new setup. Anyways. So this is kind of one of the new things I've been working on, along with making up the updates for for the game. I haven't gone through and adjusted the difficulty curve yet. That's something I plan to do next or soon. I think there's still a couple things I got to do on the last level just with the objective thing. There's also another kind of bug with the countdown. Sometimes it works perfectly fine, but sometimes it just auto does it. And I'm not too sure why, so I gotta go address that. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next one.